go. Got our first Nebraska bird on the ground.
Finally filled the tag here in Nebraska. This feels good to
Couldn't be happier, man.
couldn't be happier, is right. Hey, Salty,
How you doing, bud?
what are you doing?
Oh, just another day getting
Gonna
out of
get
the
ready to
woods.
kill some turkeys?
Let's get after it, bud.
All right, guys, it is March 29th. Dalton, Keenan, and I are out here at a piece of property that I got permission on this morning. And the way this lays out, we've got a cut cornfield to the north of us, cut bean field, and then there's a huge group of birds that roost in those trees on the other side of that cut bean field. So Kyle and I have hunted this spot in the past couple years, and haven't had a lot of luck, but the way these birds have been working this area is they're coming across this cut bean field in the morning and coming out and feeding in this cut cornfield. Dalton's been checking them pretty much every day, and he said he's been seeing them come across this waterway. So we got this waterway right here that goes north and south, and plan is today we don't have our bows, and we're going to get a natural blind made in this waterway, and then the plan is to come back out here hopefully this week and try to put one down. But I'm telling you, it's a huge group of birds. There's probably at least 100 in there. So this is where they winter roost, and then once it gets nicer and the weather starts getting warmer, they'll start splitting up and they'll be working to the west along the creek line where we have permission to hunt on some other properties farther west. So objective is to get in front of these birds coming across and feeding in this cornfield, and hopefully one of us will put one down. So we're gonna go make this blind and go from there.
All right, guys, it's March 30th. A little after 7 o'clock. Getting set up here. We're watching birds come down out of the roost right now, overlooking this bean field. Sitting in this waterway, watching for an intersector crossing back to this cornfield behind us. We're in our little setup blind that we made yesterday. Hopefully these birds come out in this bean field and graze in front of us for a while. Slowly work right across this waterway, right behind us to this cornfield where we got some decoys set up behind us. On this creek line before, in the years past, and it's always been tough hunting, trying to get these birds to do what you want them to do. But we'll see how it pans out this morning. We'll go from there. Let's get her done.
This segment of Outdoorsman Adventures is brought to you by Big Hair Brew House, 306 North Broadway Avenue, Hartington, Nebraska. That sound is not very well liked, but often is listened to very closely. So listen closely. Subet Contracting is your local roofing company that will take care of any roof repairs or replacements. With a 5-year labor warranty, we are the ones to call when you're looking for a new roof or siding. Call Mitchell at 402-841-7441 when you need a quality job done in a timely manner. Professionals at work, Subet Contracting. Anderson Aerial is an aerial photography and video production business that I started back in 2017. But my main focus and passion is definitely agriculture, photos and videos. You know, with me living in the heart of the Midwest, I love going out, meeting new farmers, and capturing their operation from above. So with that being said, if you guys have any interest in prints or canvases of your equipment in the field this fall, or whether that be a video of your farming operations from above, I would love to help you out. This portion of Outdoorsman Adventures is brought to you by Fulkers Painting LLC, specializing in interior and exterior painting and staining, located in Hartington, Nebraska.
It's coming in, dude. It's coming in. It's coming in. Get ready. Those decoys are at 10 yards. Yes, baby. First turkey. First sit. Smoked him, Daniel. Yes. I don't want to do. Turkeys are everywhere out in this field still. We get this solo Tom coming here at 10 yards. Perfect setup in this cornfield. And I smoked him. Just smoked. That's what this is all about. First time out, first sit. This property continues to treat me well.
Well, guys, first day out, we got her done. Just east of Hartington here on a piece of property. We're just getting some permission on that we've hunted in the past, but anyways, we had birds coming out of the roost. Kind of expect them to come right into the bean field in front of us, but they had a different story this morning. They stayed north, but yet alone, they still did make their way over to our cornfield here. We were built into our little built-in blind that we got yesterday, and it couldn't have worked out perfect. The birds came out probably about 80 to 100 yards to our north and started working further into the cornfield, and surely but slowly enough, this one came down right towards our Jake and our hen decoy, and what an experience, man. Moving back from Colorado, this last year and getting back on turkeys, doing what I love. It feels great. Kyle and Josh have been on these birds last year. We've all been chasing these birds. Piece of property has been challenging, but yet fun. Excited to have the first one on the ground, and we're gonna keep going, baby.
The older I get, it seems like I look forward to turkey season more and more every year. You know, I think a lot of it has to do with how much we as hunters learn from season to season and what we can do better going into the next. Being cooped up inside during the winter months, I am always more than ready to get out and chase some Nebraska longbeards. And what a way to start the season with Dalton filling his first tag on the first sit of the year. With our confidence being high after this hunt, little did we know how tough the next month of season would be. Lots of close calls, but the birds just seem to be very timid to our decoy setup and always seem to be one step ahead and just out of range.
Well, guys, those birds skirted us. They ended up coming up this hill. There was at least 4 toms in the group, and they seemed fired up. Heads were really red. Had them gobbling a little bit. We got set up, tried a little calling, nothing. So they headed down this hill to the south, and we're gonna go set up in a meadow just to the east of them, and hopefully catch them coming back to their roost. Jeff and Dalton and I sat here last Sunday, and we had a couple toms that were in the meadow to the west where we were sitting, so I guess that's where we're heading now. We're gonna go get set up and see if these birds don't come across us. We still got plenty of time, it's early.
This segment of Outdoors with Adventurers is brought to you by Northeast Pipe and Panel, 314 Industrial Avenue, Hartington, Nebraska.
Since 1967, Christensen Well and Irrigation has been serving Nebraska and South Dakota. A family-owned and operated business that can take care of all your water needs. From start to finish, Christensen Well and Irrigation can do it all. For over 20 years, Christensen Well and Irrigation has been installing T&L center pivot irrigation systems. Proven technology that works. One call does it all.
Looking for a year-round vacation destination that has everything the hunter and fisherman has been looking for? Well, look no further. Zippel Bay on beautiful Lake of the Woods has it all. Excellent accommodations featuring cabins, log homes, swimming pool, boat rental, and charter boat fishing. Lake of the Woods, a world-class fisheries, offer the best chance for trophy walleye and northern pike in the Midwest. In the winter, there's ice fishing in heated ice houses, dark houses, and tip-up houses with sleeper houses also available. Zippel Bay has everything the fisherman, hunter, and family vacationer is looking for.
Offshore planer boards move your bait off to the side and away from the boat, allowing you to quickly and easily spread your lines out. It will pull the flag down if you get a weed or small fish, or the big fish you're targeting, so you'll know you have a bite. Offshore planers are ideal for walleye and most freshwater fish. Be prepared when you hit the water. Purchase your offshore tackle products at your local dealer or order online at www.offshoretackle.com.
Top Gun is a family-run business. The hunting experience is just outstanding. There's quite a few different environments you will enjoy hunting in, from corn stalks to food plots to hilly ground to open fields.
If you want top-notch hunting, food, and lodging, this is a place to go. I'd like to say that it's probably the best in South Dakota.
This is a 10-man hunt for one day.
If you're looking for a good time, Top Gun is definitely a great place to go.
This portion of Outdoors and Adventures is brought to you by Anderson Body Shop, 317 North Broadway, Hartington, Nebraska.
We're all set up down in here, just to the west of where we have our other blind. this open meadow right here. And in years past, birds have roosted up in these trees right up this draw. And then the trees where I killed my bird last year, so the plan is to catch them coming through this path on the south side of this dam. We heard them firing off up there just probably 10 minutes ago. And then there's some on the south side, but those ones will definitely roost over there. There's a big draw that they roost in on the other side. So we're hoping to get lucky and catch one of these toms. If not, this whole group crossing right in front of us. It's about 7 o'clock, so we got a good hour and a half left. Fingers crossed. Well, guys, we just got skirted by those 4 toms that we were hunting up by this alfalfa field. The place I wanted to be tonight was directly where they were at when we came in. So we snuck down here and got set up in this open meadow just right to the west of where we've been hunting and I killed my bird last year. Because I figured they were going to come down this little draw. They were pretty quiet all night. Heard them gobbling up top, and I told Andrew they're probably going to pitch up in this draw up here. Well, sure enough, we heard some gobbling right down in the bottom by this dam. And about 5 minutes later, I could hear a drumming and spitting. And 4 toms came right to the dike of this dam, 60 yards. Didn't like something. There's no way they seen us. We're tucked back in this cedar pretty well. We had a jig and a hen decoy about 10 yards. That setup has worked 9 times out of 10 in the past, but they didn't like something tonight, so they ended up walking to the west and then back to the south. Awesome encounter, though. Really got my adrenaline going. You know, that's just kind of how this year's been. It's been tough. It's been my toughest year hunting so far. These birds are just not committing to the decoys. I've had several close calls, about 50 to 80 yards, I would say. And one of these days it's gonna happen, though. Beautiful night. We'll head back home here, make some steaks, and get back out here when the weather permits. Looks like windy tomorrow and Wednesday, so I think on Thursday we'll get back out.
Alright guys, it is May 1st. Dalton and I are back out at Nick's. We sat last night, didn't have any luck, but we pulled in here and I spotted 4 birds in this cornfield on the way west side. Looked like there was 3 toms for sure. They're heading back east, so we're gonna buzz around the south side of this hill and try to get in front of them and see what happens. We made a stalk on these birds, but they ended up pushing back east. We knew exactly where they were headed, so we got set up right where we wanted to be in the bottom of the alfalfa field, where we have been watching them cross. Sure enough, they crossed exactly where we wanted them to, and just when we think it's all going to come together, these horses had a different story for us. The month of April was a grind, but we knew it was all going to happen one of these sits.
We just got back out to Nick's today, and we got a long beard in this field right out in front on the way west side of the property. So it's May 2nd. We got nothing to lose. We're gonna try to fan this long beard in. Dalton's gonna stay back, and I'm gonna work up this 2-track and see if I can't get a shot of it.
This segment of Outdoorsman Adventures is brought to you by Big Hair Brewhouse, 306 North Broadway Avenue, Hartington, Nebraska. That sound is not very well liked, but often is listened to very closely. So listen closely. Civet Contracting is your local roofing company that will take care of any roof repairs or replacements. With a 5-year labor warranty, we are the ones to call when you're looking for a new roof or siding. Call Mitchell at 402-841-7441 when you need a quality job done in a timely manner. Professionals at work, Civet Contracting. Anderson Aerial is an aerial photography and video production business that I started back in 2017. But my main focus and passion is definitely agriculture, photos and videos. You know, with me living in the heart of the Midwest, I love going out, meeting new farmers, and capturing their operation from above. So with that being said, if you guys have any interest in prints or canvases of your equipment in the field this fall, or whether that be a video of your farming operations from above, I would love to help you out. This portion of Outdoorsman Adventures is brought to you by JJ Benji's for all your screen printing and embroidery needs. 201 Pine Street, Yankton, South Dakota.
Morning, guys. It is May 3rd. Beautiful morning. I'm out at the same spot Dalton and I were at last night. I'm self-filming this morning. I got the shotgun in hand, and I got some birds working this way. Where they've been roosting all year is right across on the neighbors. And there's a ton of birds over there gobbling this morning. And there's 2 or 3 toms in this group to the east of me with probably 5 hens. They pitched down this morning, and they're all working across this cornfield. I'm overlooking an alfalfa field. It's really greening up good, sitting in this natural line that we made a couple weeks ago. This has always been a hot spot, but it's just been difficult this year because usually this big group of birds, they roost right over here on this creek line. Well, this year they threw us a curveball and they're roosting on the neighbors to the west. So it's just been real tough hunting them. Last year, May 5th, in this exact spot, I missed a bird. So I feel like something's gonna happen this morning.